Wondering how Anthony Edwards became the league's coldest killer? The Timberwolves star didn't just break records, he shattered them, lighting up defenses with 3 straight 40-plus point games in early 2025. By age 23, he already owns the franchise record for most playoff points, surpassing legends like Kevin Garnett with an amazing 53-point career high, including 10 threes in a single playoff game. But what sets him apart? His clutch performances against NBA royalty, Durant, LeBron, and Curry show he thrives under pressure. How does a young player evolve from promising talent to dominant playoff force? If you love basketball stories that mix skill, heart, and history, you're in the right place. Don't forget to subscribe for more in-depth looks into the game's greatest moments. Let's rewind the clock. Anthony Edwards didn't wait for the NBA to show up. He walked onto the national stage as a college freshman and made headlines instantly. At the 2019 Maui Invitational, Ant exploded for 33 points in just one half against number 3 Michigan State, finishing with 37 total. That was just weeks after he dropped 24 points in his college debut, the most by a Georgia freshman since Dominique Wilkins in 1979. The league had been warned. This guy was different. But it wasn't just the scoring, it was the way he moved. The swagger, the control, the fire. You could tell even back then, Edwards had that rare it factor. The same energy he brought to Georgia now defines how he plays under the biggest lights. Even before he was drafted number 1 overall in 2020, people already saw shades of Dwayne Wade, Donovan Mitchell, and Kobe in his game. But Ant, he's never tried to be a copy. He's creating his lane. Coming into the NBA, a lot of people questioned Anthony Edwards' shooting, said he was too streaky, couldn't hit from deep. Well, he shut that noise down fast. By the age, he became the youngest player in NBA history to hit 1,000 career three-pointers. And this wasn't luck. He did it with volume, rhythm, and confidence. He pulls up like a seasoned vet now. Whether it's off the dribble or spotting up from the corner, he's one of the league's most dangerous shooters. The footwork, the timing, it's surgical. What started as a weakness became one of his sharpest weapons, and the league noticed. Defenders now press up the second he crosses half court. The coach's game plan is just to limit his perimeter looks, but it rarely works, because Ant's added that unstoppable three-point gear to his arsenal. Isn't it wild that the kid who once doubted shooting now has one of the fastest rising three-point records? Few stars can turn their biggest criticism into their greatest strength like this, proving that doubt can fuel incredible success. Let's talk Timberwolves, a franchise with legends like Kevin Garnett and Karl Anthony Towns, yet neither of them ever did what Edwards pulled off in early 2025. 3 straight games with 40-plus points. He capped it off with a masterclass against Cleveland, lighting up defenses that had no answer. This wasn't about chucking shots either. Ant's 40 pieces came with clutch plays, leadership, and surgical efficiency. He didn't just put up numbers, he swung games. Then came the playoffs. In the 2024 Western semifinals against Denver, Edwards dropped 44 points in Game 4, setting the franchise record for playoff scoring in a single game. What's crazy? He had just broken the old record 2 games earlier with 43, and when the postseason returned in 2025, he upped the ante again. Against Detroit, he dropped a career-high 53 points, including 10 made threes. Pure fireworks. For a team that's often flown under the radar, Edwards turned Minnesota into must-watch TV. So let's ask, in just a few years, how did this guy go from potential to the most electric scorer the Timberwolves have ever seen? If you like what you see, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. Some players shrink when the stakes rise. He grows bigger. When the 2023 FIBA World Cup hit, he didn't just play well. He led Team USA in scoring with 18.9 points per game, earning praise from Steve Kerr, who called him unquestionably the guy. Now fast forward to the NBA playoffs. By age 22, Edwards had 5 30-point playoff games, second only to LeBron James at that age. That's not hype, that's historical company. He didn't stop there. In 2025, he became the Timberwolves' all-time leading playoff scorer, passing Kevin Garnett with 1,051 points. And he did it in the Western Conference Finals against OKC, not some random regular season night. Game 3 of that series, Ant exploded for 30 points, 9 rebounds, and 6 assists in just 30 minutes. Minnesota went up 31 at halftime, the largest playoff lead in franchise history. What's your favorite Anthony Edwards playoff moment so far? Because at this point, you've got plenty to choose from. Let's break down something wild. Every playoff series win Anthony Edwards has earned came against teams with NBA royalty. In 2024, he helped sweep Kevin Durant and Devin Booker's Suns. Then he took out LeBron and Luka's Lakers, followed by the Steph Curry-less Warriors. and now facing the top-seeded Thunder, led by MVP Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. It's not just about stats anymore, it's legacy-building stuff. These aren't average teams, these are the league's elite. Yet time and again, Ant shows up, shows out, and shows why he's one of the most feared playoff performers under 24. And here's the twist. In those matchups, Edwards hasn't just survived, he's dominated. Whether it's outbursts, game-sealing assists, or takeover quarters, he's left his mark on every series. Gilbert Arenas even said it best, he's on a different path. He's a first-ballot Hall of Famer if he keeps this up. So, what does it say about a 23-year-old who's already stacking playoff wins over Durant, Jokic, LeBron, and more? Early in his career, Anthony Edwards was labeled a scorer, but by 2025, he's become a full-fledged weapon. His averages: 26.5 points, 8.0 rebounds, and 5.9 assists in the playoffs. That's not just scoring, that's controlling the flow of the game. His most ridiculous stat line might be the 40-9-3-3-5 game against Portland. That's 40 points, 9 boards, 3 steals, 3 blocks, and 5 threes, all in one night. No one in NBA history had ever done that before. Ever. Ant's defense? It means he bodies up the league's best guards and wings. Offensively, he's overpowering matchups, cracking the code, and hitting shots from deep, mid, and at the rim. And here's the scary part. He's still learning. Veterans say he hasn't even scratched the surface of what he could become once he masters the mental side. What do you think happens when he combines that elite talent with 10 more years of wisdom? The Minnesota Timberwolves have never had a player like this, not even during the Kevin Garnett era. Yes, KG was the first to put them on the map, but Anthony Edwards is rewriting the story entirely. He's already the franchise's all-time playoff points leader. He owns their largest playoff win. He's got more 30-point playoff games at a young age than any other Timberwolf. And he's done all this in just a few seasons. In Game 3 against OKC, he didn't just dominate, he silenced every doubt. Dropping 16 in the first quarter alone, outscoring the entire Thunder team, he led Minnesota to a 143-101 win, the most points they've ever scored in a playoff game. Fans, analysts, and even rivals have started whispering it. This is the face of the league. With the Wolves pushing toward a potential finals run, Ant's story is just beginning. But let's be real, he's already done enough to be a legend. Is Anthony Edwards already the greatest player in Timberwolves history? Anthony Edwards has redefined greatness for the Timberwolves, evolving from a promising rookie to an unstoppable playoff legend at an early on. His record-breaking scoring, clutch performances against NBA icons, and unmatched versatility prove he's more than just a scorer. He's a complete leader and franchise pathfinder. As he continues to grow, his ceiling feels limitless, inspiring fans and rewriting NBA history. Subscribe for more epic basketball stories and drop your favorite Edwards moment below. Let's celebrate this rising superstar together.